If you want to hear about a tough business lesson or any business lesson when it comes to coming into a windfall of money and what could go wrong, this is the right episode for you. There was a Black woman who lost $10 million because she bought into a Golden Corral franchise. We're going to look at that article today. I'm going to put on the 90-second clock, give people a chance to come in, like the video. If you're listening to the replay, put replay in the comments, or better yet, tell me what you think about this story. Here's our 90-second clock right now. Welcome to Black Women Making Money. We are the home of the upwardly mobile Black woman. For exclusive content and invitations to our Inner Circle Zoom meetings, which happen on a monthly basis, you can sign up for free for our email newsletter at bwmakingmoney.com. That's bwmakingmoney.com. Hey, ladies. Happy Small Business Sunday. Thank you to everybody for being here. Today's session is going to be really super quick, but it's a lot about like what happens when you come into a windfall of money, getting into business, using that money for business, things like that. There were a lot of people, for example, who took some of their pandemic money and got into business and did well. Some didn't do well. A lot of people don't do well in business. Owning a small business isn't for everybody. But this woman, this is on Erica's channel, she won some money, or well, not won, she had a lawsuit and she got $9.8 million. And she decided to buy a Golden Corral franchise. And within 52 days, she lost her Golden Corral franchise, which basically means she lost that windfall of money. And I really want to talk about this because, like I, for example, got an inheritance when my father died. I put that inheritance into a down payment for our home. I still own our home, so that was like, I don't want to say a smart use of money, but that was a strategic use of money whenever you come into a windfall. What do you do? What kind of business lesson can we learn from this? Most of you also know, if you've been following me long enough, I used to be a business plan writer. I saw a lot of businesses, a lot of business plans, a lot of business people. And so many people want to own a restaurant. And I am here to tell you, if there is any business you want to avoid, it is the restaurant business. I don't know why, especially as Black people, so many of us want to go into the restaurant business, except for the fact that it's something that we see that we feel we could do. I'm here to tell you the worst margins are outside of having a grocery store are in the restaurant business. The worst people issues are in the restaurant business. The worst management issues are in the restaurant business. The worst customer service issues are in the restaurant business. When you're starting a restaurant, you can't usually get credit for purchasing inventory. So you have to have a lot of money up front. The success of a restaurant is based on um, your experience as well as how much money you have, how many resources you have. Everybody that I spoke with, especially when I was a business plan writer, who said they wanted to open up a restaurant, I was like, are you sure you want to do this? Most restaurants, the supermajority of restaurants are open 7 days a week. That means you don't get any breaks, you don't get any time off, right? The only place that successfully has a day off is Chick-fil-A. Um, so, unfortunately, this mom of two got this windfall and it did not work to her benefit. She could have bought apartment buildings with this. She could have bought small family houses, single family houses. She could have put maybe uh, even $500,000 into a business and use the rest, put it into dividend stocks. She would have still had her money. So, Torian Dreams is in the building saying, good morning. Good morning to you, Torian Dreams. And thank you for everybody else being here. Please put thumbs up for us for this story here. So, let's read this. And I'll admit, I read this article and I had more questions than answers when I was done with it, but we're going to read it here. Cornucopia Queen Inc., DBA Golden Corral, which is owned by Sharence Henderson, an African American mother of two autistic children, is moving forward in the pretrial preparation of her legal battle against Golden Corral franchise systems with allegations of racial discrimination and financial devastation. In 2017, y'all, this has been going on for a while, okay? In 2017, Henderson bought, built, and opened a Golden Corral franchise in Poughkeepsie, New York, but says that her license was unlawfully terminated after just 52 days in business. She is now seeking justice for a loss for almost 10 million. Hold on one second, everybody. I'm sorry, everybody. House is all of a sudden alive when I decided to come on here. So, hey, Brian's Tax, good morning. Good morning. Okay, so 2017, this is 7 years old. This is a 7-year-old case. I'm very curious as to why this is being litigated now with pretrial preparation right now in 2024. But, maybe we'll read more and we'll figure out why it's taken so long for this to be brought to trial. But let's see here. CQI has added a renowned civil rights firm, the Hamlin firm of Newark, New Jersey, which has defended cases for Wendy Williams, Malcolm X's family legacy, and media mogul Wendy Williams. Well, they said that twice. Henderson's legal team recently uncovered during discovery that the financial damage inflicted was significantly higher than initially reported, surpassing $9.8 million. The funds lost were primarily derived from a medical malpractice settlement awarding to Henderson, which she meticulously invested to secure her and her family's future through the Golden Corral franchise. I'm going to say this. No shade to Mrs. Henderson or Miss Henderson, but it was not meticulously invested if, and both Torian Dreams and Brian's taxes on here, if she did not diversify her $9.8 million that she received, if she did not diversify that into multiple types of investments, it was not meticulously invested. So some of you are going to get inheritances, some of you may get windfalls of money, things like that. Putting everything into one business, much less a restaurant, is not meticulous investment. It's not. So, case background, read a little bit more. In 2017, Sharance Henderson's company, Cornucopia Queen Inc., invested her life savings of more than $9.8 million, primarily from a medical malpractice award, to open a Golden Corral franchise in Poughkeepsie, New York. Just 52 days after opening, Golden Corral Franchise Systems terminated her license without allowing any opportunity to rectify alleged minor infractions. These infractions included 3 cigarette butts in an ashtray outside, a few pieces of debris in a parking lot, workers without sanitary hats, and minor temperature discrepancies in buffet trays. I'm here to say this. If these were the true infractions that she had, they sabotaged her, or she's not telling us the whole story. Again, something that happened in 2017 has been dragged out to 2024. There's something else, to me, seems like it's happening here. But let's keep reading. It's saying here, the sudden termination led to the foreclosure of Henderson's home and her Golden Corral franchise. Here's my question. The foreclosure of her home. So her home had a mortgage on it, even though she got $9.8 million. It seems to me like the first thing you would have done to secure your family's future, meticulous investing, as this writer of this article said, would have been to pay off your house. Now, I understand that there are more reasons that a home can be foreclosed on, right? It could be that she didn't pay her taxes or other things, but she did not. With that $9.8 million judgment she did not secure her family's future. And she's got 2 autistic children. This was a bad move. If you ever, ladies, listening to my voice, if you ever get $9.8 million windfall, please do not put it all in one place and diversify your investments, and please don't invest in a restaurant with your money unless you have already owned a restaurant and you know what you're doing. Okay? So this caused her home to be foreclosed on and her Golden Corral franchise to be terminated as well, forcing her into financial ruin. Miss Henderson, once a multimillionaire, now relies on food stamps and other state and federal resources for survival. She alleges that her treatment by Golden Corral Franchise Systems was rooted in racial, gender, and disability discrimination. Cornucopia Queen Inc. was given no opportunity to address the alleged infractions, unlike other non-Black and male franchise owners who were given ample time to make corrections. For instance, a white male owner and a non-Black female owner were given significant time to rectify similar issues, while Henderson was not afforded the same consideration. This is saying here, Miss Henderson's struggle began in 2013 when she signed a 15-year franchise contract with Golden Corral. She was initially forced to bring in male partners and later faced additional obstacles when Golden Corral refused to honor her Newark, New Jersey license agreement, ultimately compelling her to accept the Poughkeepsie location. So I'm going to say this to all of you here that are listening to me now. She went in with one thing, right? Like she had her $9 million. She was going to open up this franchise. It was going to be for herself and her children. The minute the franchise told her to bring on the male partners, and the minute they moved her franchise from Newark to Poughkeepsie, she should have been out. She wasn't reading the room. She wanted that franchise so badly that she wasn't reading the room. All right, it's saying here, with the court's approval to pursue punitive damages, Ms. Henderson and her legal team are determined to seek justice for the loss of her life savings and the unjust closure of her business. So it's going to be heard in the District Court of the Southern District of New York. As of March 21st, 2023, the court has acknowledged the significant financial and emotional damages inflicted upon Ms. Henderson, allowing her to pursue punitive damages against Golden Corral franchises. So, um, yeah, look, this is a very sad thing that she is going through. She's got a GoFundMe page. She has gone from having a Golden Corral franchise, putting in $9.8 million into this Golden Corral franchise, to being on food stamps. And they shut her down in 52 days. So that is it for me. Just want to come say happy Sunday to everybody. And, again, restaurants are super tough. If there's any business that I suggest, ladies, that you not have, it is a restaurant. So, all right, that is it. I will see you ladies on the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.